Hi, my name is Molly and welcome to Art Around the World. Today we're going to be traveling to Indonesia. Indonesia is a country in Asia and we're going to make our own batik. What's a batik, you're thinking? Well, a batik is typically made when hot wax is poured or brushed onto fabric in a unique design. Then that fabric is dyed with a colorful dye. And then after the wax has dried, the wax is removed and what is revealed is a really beautiful cloth, either with a picture or unique lines or unique pattern on it. These batiks are really important in Indonesian culture. Oftentimes they're worn as clothing or used in ceremonies or often given as gifts. Now that you know a little bit about what a batik is, we're going to make our own today. Today we're going to make our own batik, but we're going to do it in a very safe way. Instead of using hot wax, we're actually going to use Elmer's gel glue. You really want to find a gel glue because if you just use a regular washable glue, your lines will not hold and they won't be distinguishable. The gel glue is what you need. What I did, I just drew a simple design, a butterfly on a piece of paper. This could be computer paper, and if that maybe isn't big enough, you could use a 9x12 sheet. So you can just use something like that and just a really simple design. So I just drew a butterfly. So next, we're going to cover it in a piece of muslin fabric. What's very cool about muslin fabric is it acts as traceable sheet of paper because it's see-through and it's transparent, and so you'll actually be able to see your pencil lines through the muslin fabric. I'm going to tape down the corners just so that it doesn't move while I'm trying to trace the lines with my glue. So you just need maybe 4 little pieces of masking tape. So now it won't move. Now I'm going to use my Elmer's glue and I'm going to just trace the lines as I see them. So I'm just going to wait for my glue to come down here. And I'm going to just go ahead and go around and trace. And if you move at an even speed, you'll find less beading. But if you do have some beading, you just go back and fill in those lines really easily. Okay, so I'm doing the body of my butterfly first. And I'm trying to just go at that even speed, okay? I'm going to do a wing on this side. And you'll get more confident as you move and keep moving. That's really the key. Don't stop moving if possible. So I had a little break there, so I went back in. Okay, so I'm just going around through the lines that I see. And it's okay even if I don't get on the lines exactly, because what we save is the design on the top that we've done in glue. Okay, so I'll go through and I'll do all of that in glue, and then I'll have to wait till it dries. Okay, but I'm going to move on because I have one that's already dry. Right here. Here's my butterfly. Sometimes if you have it in a nice dry sunny spot, it might dry quicker, but it does sometimes take a while, so be patient. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some tempera paint. I have a few different brands, but the non-washable tempera paint actually tends to work the best in terms of color fastness versus a washable tempera paint. This one is washable, this one isn't, but you can use whatever you have on hand. If it's hard to find non-washable, we can use washable, and I'll show you how to keep your color in there. Okay, so I just have the primary colors in here today. I might have a little white. Sometimes I like a little white if I want to make a pink or a light blue, so I have that as well. Okay, so then I'm just going to take my brush, maybe like I said, maybe I want to do some pink, so I'll kind of mix these two. All right, and I'll just start going. Looks like a deep pink. And I can go right over my glue lines. I don't need to worry about going over those or being exact with those. Like in Batik, they go right over their wax lines with their dye. Okay. Let's see, maybe we'll make some orange here. I'll do some orange around my butterfly wing. Okay, and so I'm just really wanting these bright colors. Okay, and so after that is dried, you'll see this one is really stiff. So I've covered my whole entire butterfly, but I have these edges. So later on, what I'm gonna do is just iron those down. So you could do that too. Now that everything is dried, the glue's dry, the paint is dry, you are going to go to your sink, maybe it's a kitchen sink or a bathroom sink, and you're gonna rinse this with warm water. I don't have a sink handy right here, but I do have a tub of water, so you're gonna be able to see what happens after we rinse out some of this color. Looks pretty messy, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep working it out of the fabric. And you would do the same under running water, so your water is not going to look quite as ugly as mine does. And I do have some washable tempera paint on this, and I also have some opaque non-washable. Here, let me kind of bring it out together. Okay, and as you can see, what happened, and I like holding it up better because the light kind of shows through it, but you can see where that paint washed off of your glue lines. And so just like in a hot wax batik, the same thing. If you look at the back, you'll see the same effect. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed our demo today on Indonesian batiks. And remember, always be clever. Hey.